Hey, how's everybody doing? We are in the Realio offices. We're here with Bhavna, who is
I am the host and the owner of the YouTube channel Bhavna's Kitchen, which is used to be Super Veggie Delight before.
awesome, awesome, awesome. So when did you start YouTube?
April 2009.
When did you decide that it was the you want to pursue it?
I was just writing a blog before, but ever since I was a child, maybe I was just a visual person. So if you don't show me anything that with a practical example, it's really tough for me to understand it. And being an Indian, and for most people, Indian cooking is kind of difficult when it comes to like cooking with the Indian spices and all that. And I had so many friends that just came to the US or many other countries just like me from India, and um, they knew that I'm kind of into cooking, and they were just expecting that I would just share maybe a couple of videos with them. How do I do that? And I just started just like with no vision at that time, and didn't even think that it will go this far. So, but today I'm happy that I did start.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Do you do YouTube full time?
Now, yes, but when I started, it was kind of not even a part time. It was like a quarter time for me because I used to work full time. I have two kids, so basically I had to manage two kids and the job. So I just started with like as I said, like with very minimum time whenever I got time. And if you see my old videos, it's not kind of professional because, as I said, I didn't have any kind of vision to go like public like this big. And the videos were like kind of very unprofessional. Um, no lighting, no camera setup, nothing. Just started like that, and and that's how I started. So it was kind of um, it wasn't kind of an idea. It wasn't planned. It was not just it just out of the something else. This how that is how it just came out.
Can you describe the first food that you ever cooked?
When I was a child, my mom would give us. I mean, we are three sisters, and that is how it happens in India. Okay, so you are sitting with your mom. Your mom is cooking basically on one side, and um, we didn't have toys to play with back then. So our mom would just give us the dough to just roll. And so I could say maybe the bread that we just started rolling as we grew up. That is the first thing we are taught to make everyday bread for Indian cooking. So basically, I could say it is known as roti in India. I mean, in
Okay.
almost continent, it is known as roti, which is flat Indian bread.
Yeah, that's awesome. You made a how to make roti video. It had like 2 million views, right?
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yes.
Yeah, and also your other popular videos, how to make I think it was jalebi.
Jalebi. Yes, that's the.
Yeah, yeah. So when your videos first started gaining a lot of attention, how did you feel?
I felt good on one hand, but on the other hand, I was afraid because I didn't have resources to put everything together in a professional way. So I used to even get the comment like, if this video could have been better with this thing and that thing and that kind of stuff. So um, on one side, I was feeling better. So I started researching, I started learning because I was not much like a video person. And I'm the only one actually who does everything like
Mhm.
shooting, editing, and then all the websites and social pages and everything. So it was kind of tough for me. And I started just learning whatever I wanted to improve on. I just searching I started searching for the books, went online, and kind of stuff, kind of did a little research on it. So that's how.
You said that there was people trying to critique you, or
that,
how do you deal with negative comments?
that's right. I mean, one side you feel bad maybe, but on the other hand, actually sometimes the criticism makes you better,
Hmm.
if you take it as some kind of good advice or stuff like that. If you just keep on thinking um those things as just a criticism and not try to improve myself, then it doesn't make any sense. So it was actually good for me. I didn't even feel bad that when people were commenting, because I knew that it wasn't perfect, and I could make this far more better than what I'm doing. I knew that. So it was good for me actually. It just encouraged me to make each and every the video after that I get comment. It just kind of helped me to make it better and better.
Mm-hmm.
So that way it was good. But sometimes you may get some kind of comments that are totally unrelated to your video even, but like there's always good and bad side of everything. So you just grab the thing that is related to you and the thing that is going to help you. So that's how I take it.
That's awesome. So, Bhavna has been working with Relio, and how has your experiences with Relio been?
Actually, Paul was the first one to contact me from Relio. At that time, I didn't even kind of pay much attention. But then, because I was not much into that kind of thing initially,
Uh-huh.
I was not my plan to get sponsored stuff and all that. So it wasn't kind of thing that I was looking for at that time. But Paul continued with a newsletter and like occasional emails and stuff like that. Then I just thought one day checking it out, and I was amazed looking at some of the companies that really got me interested in.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah, and then I just applied for some of them, and uh, I think back then it was not that much even developed with Relio that like the way it is today. It's far more better. I can see today. I mean these days, and so that's how I started. The first campaign I did was Try the World,
Mm.
because that kind of got me interested. I'm a foodie person, so obviously most of the time it will be related to food thing that I will mostly apply for. And Try the World was the first one, and I was amazed. As soon as I posted, I submitted the link, the unlisted link to Relio. Uh, as soon as the video was approved, I got the payment even right in my PayPal account immediately. As soon as I didn't even publish on my YouTube channel, it was just approved. Yeah, on
Oh,
video.
wow. Wow.
Yeah, it is that quick, and that kind of impressed me. And anytime, whenever I have a question, I just go to app.relio.com, and then I think there's a chat thing that helps a lot.
Yes.
As soon as I have a question, as soon as I type in, someone would just get immediately. Or maybe within, it doesn't even take 8 hours or something. It's most of the time it's less than 8 hours. And so many things impressed me with Relio. I'll be honest here. Um, the other thing was uh, the what thing happened yesterday actually. I saw the campaign for Home Depot, and at first I just applied because it was related. Actually I am planning to do some makeover in my kitchen. So I thought, let me just go ahead and apply it. I applied it, and then I thought, you know what, I should have written more detail what I really want to do with this thing. um, so I just emailed at Relio, and Paul immediately. I just got, he was on vacation or something, I think. So I got an email immediately that I should contact Vivian for this matter. And she actually replied me right away, even immediately, like saying that our team will pitch this with other things that I want to include. So it's really quick. I'm so happy with Relio, and I didn't think that I would do this many campaign, but ever since these things happen, it gave me more confidence to work with many other brands. Um, because I didn't want my audience to get bored with all kinds of campaigns and stuff like that. So actually, I kept visiting Relio more often just to get idea what can I do different, whether it's unboxing or review, or it kind of gives everything in a perfect way that I could decide what I I should do with this brand. Um, because I don't want to do the same thing every time and get my audience bored, because probably this is not what something they're looking for all the time. So that way, yeah, it was great. I'm really happy with. I am actually working with other brands, but I would say Video is the most that I would like to work with more.
Vivian actually sent me your email, and I was like, hey, I want to talk to her. And
True, yeah,
I
that's
love your
right.
videos. I'm gonna actually try to make some roti when I get home.
Oh yeah, let me know how it goes, because it looks easy to those who probably Even though you're rolling every day, maybe some kind of bread, but when it comes to rolling roti, it's a little bit difficult, but it's not impossible. That's what I tell people. If you just practice, if you just keep on practicing, it just you get the success at it. So it's just like perfect. Practice makes you perfect. That's all.
I have one last question.
Sure.
If you have to give one advice to someone out there who's making a cooking channel, what would you say to them?
Looking at my own self and through my own experience, I think that it is just better to invest in the right stuff like camera, lighting. That's for the video thing. Now, when it comes to cooking, um, it's step by step things. It makes a big difference. Um, when I started, I didn't have all these things in mind. So basically, that's the reason all my videos are not professional the way actually I do these days. So if somebody is planning to have a cooking channel or cooking videos on regular basis, I would say to invest some good time to plan out like how it's going to be, how would you like to introduce ingredients, and then the method. So it only makes sense when you start with the introduction, because we just, as a cooking, like for a while I just think that okay, everybody knows what it is, but in reality I think you just have to include at least one or two sentences just saying something about what that recipe is about. So I think that's some of the things I missed in my old videos, and I try to do these days.
Thank you very much for giving us your time. And
Thank
thank
you.
you for working with Relio. We hope that you get more brand deals soon.
Yeah, sure. I will. I'm sure. It was a great. I mean, it's great pleasure working with William. I'm just happy with the whole team. Actually, it's not just the payment part, or it's not just the William website. That the layout and everything, but it's just the whole thing. Everything is just so perfect. So it's really easy to work with. I always prefer to have a transparency in everything, and that's what William represents. I mean, it's totally clear that what you want to do and what exactly you expect. So it's pretty easy, and I think anybody can do that way if it is just so much easier. And Relio has really done a great job on it.
If you have any questions at any time, feel free to email me, Paul, or Vivian, or Farrell. We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, sure. And that's one of the things I like to do. I like to bother people a lot. So so I think, yeah, you may get email from me quite often. So yeah,
Of
I
course,
mean, I
of
don't
course.
bother that much, but I mean, it's just whenever I just have a question, I just shoot an email. That's all.
Awesome. So
Hmm.
it was nice talking to you. Take care.
Nice talking to you too, Jude. Thank you. Bye bye.
Good luck.
Thank you.